Something else that has become more and more common in the video game industry is walking simulator games, or interactive cinematic experiences, depending on who you ask. Quantum Dream may have started with other titles like Indigo Prophecy, but obviously really hit the scene with Heavy Rain on the PlayStation 3. Meanwhile, Telltale games have been running absolutely rampant, with yearly titles adapting Guardians of the Galaxy, Batman, The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and many other very high-profile brands. More in line with a walking simulator, video games like Layers of Fear and the Silent Hills demo PT have stirred up interest with their approach as well. A lot of gamers have criticized these approaches in the past, regarding them as boring, or even going as far to say that they shouldn't exist and aren't video games. Let's discuss this. So what are your thoughts on, as we've talked about before in the past, you are not a fan of the Telltale video games. Is that because you're not a fan of these types of games, or is it just in particular with their art style, with their approach?
So when we first started this topic idea, me and Nick shoot ideas back and forth to each other, and he says walking simulators. Sorry, emulator is something totally different.
Yeah.
Walking simulators, and I said, I don't even know what this is. So I didn't even know this was a game category, but beyond...
It's kind of like a derogatory thing that they use to describe it. Like, they say that, like, oh, you don't want to play that, that's a walking simulator, that's all that is. So it's, like, it's supposed to be like an insult.
Okay, so whenever... I've only played a handful of these games. I played Heavy Rain. I played the Telltale game based off of Fables, the comic series.
The Wolf Among Us?
The Wolf Among Us. I played that one. I did not make it through that one. Heavy Rain, I really expected to get good. I really did. The entire time I played it, I was like, around the corner, this game is going to get really good. It never did.
I didn't hate Heavy Rain. It was very, very awkward. Like, if it would have been... Like, you said that you don't like Telltale's approach. I liked Telltale's approach, perhaps not from the graphical sense, because their graphics have a lot of frame rate issues. They kind of glitch out a lot. I like that their movements and the way they do things more than what Quantum Dream did with Heavy Rain. Like, it had a lot of times where it was like spent washing dishes and things like that.
Was Heavy Rain the game? And I can't recall. I know how it ended. I remember how it ended, but did it start with the kid losing the balloon? And you're walking around the mall.
Yeah, it's like, Jason!
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was talking about the right game, and I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It has the origami thing that it came with when you buy the PS3 game.
Yeah. So, actually, I think Michael bought that for me for my birthday or Christmas or something one year. I don't know. I probably would have never bought it otherwise. But I did. I played that one, and I played The Wolf Among Us for about 35 minutes. And I was real excited about The Wolf Among Us, because...
At the time, you didn't know it was about Fables, though.
Well, as soon as I started, I did. As soon as I started, I realized that it was Fables because of the setting and things. Because I had just got done reading all 150 of the issues. 151 of the issues. And I had just gotten done reading them, so I was a little hyped up after I realized that what it was. And I downloaded it for free, otherwise I probably would have never bought it. It was a free Xbox game. And
those games are pretty reasonably priced from the get-go. Most of them don't even go more than $30. So
I don't think I'd pay $30 for it, though.
That's the thing is, I played Wolf Among Us and I thought it was fantastic.
It's like watching an interactive movie.
And I think that's where the discussion is because people are talking about what a video game is supposed to be. And although, like, you said you disliked Heavy Rain, I recognize its problems, but I liked Heavy Rain. I liked Quantum Dream's Beyond Two Souls, even though I know a lot of people didn't like that. And as far as Telltale's concerned, I loved the Wolf Among Us. I thought that Tales from the Borderlands was fantastic. Like, I absolutely loved it. Like, it's almost like... I would almost give it like a perfect rating. It's how much I enjoyed it. And with something like Until Dawn, which you haven't played, it's kind of like a slasher, but it's not exactly. It plays out a lot better. I think that they really perfected what these kinds of games should be with with Until Dawn, because it's very much like a interactive movie. But it has a lot of things that keep you on your toes and makes you feel invested in the game. But it comes down to what a video game is supposed to be, and I think that's what the discussion is.
Right, and I don't think that it should be an interactive movie. I feel like I want to play a game.
Would you say?
to
What
really
if you labeled
immerse
it different?
myself. What it feels like, honestly, is a bunch of cutscenes filled in the middle with me pressing a certain button that the screen cues me to press. And I don't really want that. Like, if they're gonna make a movie and it's a short movie or it's a short series, and that's awesome, I'll watch it. Because some of these stories, like you said, are really great. Like the one that they did depicting the Game of Thrones, that I hear was a really great story. The Wolf Among Us, it wasn't a bad story. It just was not fun to play. Like, as I'm sitting there, really just watching this, waiting to press a button every once in a while, and I think that's where it melts down to. It doesn't feel like a game. It feels like an interactive experience. It would be more so billed as not a video game, but an interactive experience.
But so if you look at it as instead of looking at it as a video game, instead of looking at it as a video game, but instead looking at it as just an interactive experience, are you more open to it, or do you just?
I still wouldn't buy it.
Hmm.
But I mean, if it was coming out and it was just a TV show, and I knew that going in, I would watch it. But if I knew that it was an interactive experience, I know that I'm going to get bored doing this because it's cutting. So I'm watching a little bit of the story, I'm cutting, it's watching a little bit, I'm cutting. So I guess in the end, what I would fill that with is everybody has their own consensus of what a game is. Everybody has their own ideas of what you should be able to do during video games. Comes down to me saying it. I don't believe it's a video game.
I don't really I don't like to put labels on things, but I myself very big fan of him. So that's pretty much where we land. He isn't necessarily for it. I am. I'm a big fan, and that's pretty much where we leave it. But remember to leave a comment in the comment section below, letting us know what you think about this. And please like and subscribe if you want to support the channel, and join us for our next video, for our next topic. Thanks for watching.